Hi, you. Welcome to Might and Magic Adventures. This is for you guys who like retro games. This is almost as retro as you can get these days. I've had this game for a long time. Tried to play through it a few times, but I've never been able to make it all the way through. I don't know. I've probably made it about halfway through before I, just something in my life made me set it aside. So I'm gonna try to get through it one more time. Maybe with your guys' help and encouragement, I can finally make it all the way through. Being an old game, I've had a lot of. It's been challenging to get it to where I can actually videotape it. So I apologize in advance for the big black lines on the side. It's basically what it looks like when you're playing it on a large area screen. So we're gonna give it a try here and see how far we can go. Get out of here real quick. I've already made a group. Go ahead and load these guys up right now. Or I thought I had. Maybe they were on my local machine. Okay, so we're gonna have to go through the whole character creation thing again, so which is fine.
Having cheated death during the night of shooting stars, you find yourself as far from your village of Sweetwater as old Falagar's magic could take you. 3 years have passed while Falagar imparted what knowledge he could to train you in your chosen professions. But the time came at last when he could teach you no more, and you have ventured into the world to seek your fame and fortune. Now, a world away from your lost home, you have stumbled across evidence of a terrible conspiracy involving a new religious cult. 5 letters from King Roland to his wife Catherine, and a letter from the King of the Devils to a wicked traitor named Sulman have turned up in an abandoned goblin camp. Your fate seems inextricably bound to these letters and that awful night, and your role in the events to come may be larger than anyone could imagine. The tools you have are but a small sum of gold, your wits, and a lot of potential. The roads ahead are infinite, and all the choices are yours to make. So choose wisely.
All right.
Good luck.
We will try to choose wisely. Good advice in any situation. So we're gonna go for the create party here. I will be using a playthrough that was created, who knows, a long time ago. I will put a link to it. I think you can find it out on the internet still. I will put a link to it in the description for anybody who ever wants to give it a try if you're into retro games. So we're going to go with the guys here that we see. Let's see.
You want to win? Pick me.
Come on, choose me.
I'll be fit for your party.
He looks kind of paladin-y.
You can count on me.
Paladin-y.
Choose me.
Yeah, let's go with him. So. Alright, Archer. Let's see.
Choose me or suffer.
Oh, I don't want to suffer. But you don't look like an archer.
You want to win? Pick me.
Yeah, let's go with the one-eyed guy for an archer. That's always a good bet. That seems something to do that's wise, right? Alright, we got Xena the warrior princess here. Xena doesn't make a good cleric, though, so...
How about me? Take me with you.
Choose me or suffer.
Alright, I'll choose you. I don't want to suffer. He looks like a cleric anyway with his little jeweled headband. Sorcerer, let's see who we got.
Choose me. Choose me. Choose me. Take me with you.
Choose me or suffer.
I already chose you. Quit threatening me.
Pick me.
Come on, choose me.
Homer.
Choose me. Hey, choose me.
That's cool. So I'm having to play this thing in a virtual box on a virtual machine. so that I can get the full screen and then use my regular computer to tape it or to record it. So we might get some degradation in the sound or the video sometimes. This is kind of a jankety way to do it.
You gotta pick me. You ready? Let's go.
It's help you need. Choose me.
You ready?
You gotta pick me.
Hey, choose me.
We'll go with this guy. I've got some character skills planned out for these guys so that we can distribute the points evenly. You don't want to load up one of your characters with a whole bunch of different skills because they won't have enough points to actually, make them effective. So you want to try to, once you get used to the game, try to distribute all of the skills evenly between all of your characters. Let's see. Name this guy Harold. This guy Willis. It's a good name for a guy who wears a headband all day. Alright. One of the reasons why this game is kind of... we always all have these games that we really remember. They kind of hold a special place in our gaming minds. This one was an RPG. I'd played lots of RPG-based games before, but this one was the first one that kind of integrated real 3D environments with sprites. And it was the first one that was non-linear, where you didn't have to go to point A to point B to point C to to advance in the game. You would have a certain set of points in an area, and you could go to point D for that area, and then you could go back to point A, and you could still work it properly. So that was one of the things that really stood out to me about this game. Alright, so let me see how I had these guys set up. I had these guys set up last time with pretty high main attributes. These guys, I think, with that. Let's go ahead and bump these guys up to at least 15 endurance, give them a few extra hit points per person. We need to dump. This guy's going to be one of our main fighters, so we need to go ahead and dump some points into his we'll go with this. So we've got got all our points distributed. So I've got a little spreadsheet here that I'm going to go by as far as for these characters and their skills, their initial skills. Eventually he's going to go plate, so I don't want to get him leathered. We'll come back to him. Alright, this guy, I definitely want to start him out with fire magic. These skills tend to, these magic skills tend to be pretty expensive initially. Then does he have disarm? We'll have him disarm traps. Actually, no, I think we better do. Sword on this guy because he needs a melee weapon. One of the first things we need to do with these characters is to get them all trained in the bow. Very handy in the beginning. Let's see. I usually go with meditation for both of these casters because it gives them some extra spell points in the beginning. Mace, body magic. We're gonna go with shield on this guy. Actually, we can train shield later. Magic on him. This guy. He's going to be pretty loaded up with spell skills, so his secondary skills are going to be secondary. Water magic. We want to give him water magic. Okay, so that's everything. Oh, except for this guy. We got to go back here. I'm going to give him diplomacy. Screw it, we'll go ahead and give him chainmail. Okay. Alright, let's go in here and change a few controls first. Turn down the music volume. I like the music in this game, so we're going to leave it on a little bit in the background.
Excellent, excellent. Excellent! Excellent! Excellent!
We're going to still hear those guys. And we're going to turn that down a little bit, so looks good. Okay, so your guys, here's all your basic stats. Let's turn that music down some more still. It's very loud. So this is what your guy has equipped, a little paper doll looking thing. This little magnifying glass has some accessories. I think you put some a glove, a necklace, and some rings in here. There's your skills. Here's their items. This guy's going to be our merchant identifier. to look at something, you put your pointer on it and right click. And then to learn a spell, take the spell book and click on your guy. Now this one gives him 1 point of health, so it's useful. That'll be useful. Letter. Now, for these things, if you want things that can be read, you pick them up, bring them over to your guy, and then click it, left click, and you can read what the thing said, what the deal says. That guy. He's gonna start something with a bow. He's just got a normal ring, but these are pretty valuable. These types of rings, I think, are the ones that you can enchant. So I tend to hold on to these lunar rings, even though they're worth a good penny to sell.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes.
He's got a blessed ring, so that's another one that you can enchant.
Okay. Yes.
Alright, let's go into town. I think our first quest takes us in here. I thought you could just click on it to... Lost our sound. Looks like our game is frozen up somehow.
Hello, come on in.
There we go. Okay. These guys have interesting information. You know, this one tells you about a guild you can learn and what you can learn from it. Tells you that some dude named George Canis is proprietor of the Howling Moon. George Canis. That sounds suspicious. With the death of Roland, that's the king, and rumors of a collapse of the Iron Fist rule, the roads are almost unsafe to travel anymore. Brigands and bandits of all sorts now prey on anyone traveling too far from the protection of the castles. Ah, friend. Oh, I thought you were a member of my temple. Sorry, my mistake. I think we could show him this letter. Oh, the seal. Here, I'm supposed to give you this money. Now go away before we're seen together. Someone will get suspicious. And then he's got a quest here. Could you do the Temple of Ba a favor? It's hard for me to read this. I'm playing it on a pretty small screen. It was like a 800 by 600, or maybe 640 by 480 resolution. So the screen is really small on the virtual machine. So it's kind of hard to see. It'll be easier to see once I get it blown up and made a movie out of it. So. It appears that my brethren left the old temple of the northwest of here in a little too much of a hurry, and a candelabra necessary for some of our rituals was left behind. None of the Ba priests want to go back because they're afraid of whatever curse has been placed on the temple. If you were to bring back the candelabra to me, however, I could reward you in their place. Sure.